The evolutionary history of the hippopotamus is a complex and fascinating tale that spans millions of years, with ancient ancestors that roamed the earth during the Paleogene and Miocene epochs. To understand the origins of the modern hippopotamus, it is essential to delve into the fossil record and explore the relationships between hippos and other mammals, particularly cetaceans, which include whales and dolphins. The earliest known ancestors of hippos date back to around 55 million years ago, during the Eocene epoch, when the supercontinent of Afro-Arabia was still forming. These early creatures were much smaller than their modern counterparts, and were likely forest dwellers, feeding on leaves, fruits, and other vegetation. As the continents continued to shift and change, the ancestors of hippos began to adapt to their environments, evolving into different species that were better suited to their respective habitats. One of the most significant events in the evolutionary history of hippos was the emergence of the family Anthracotheridae, which includes the earliest known ancestors of modern hippos. These ancient creatures were characterized by their distinctive teeth and skull shapes, which were adapted for a herbivorous diet. The anthracothers, as they are commonly known, were widespread across Africa, Europe, and Asia, and played a crucial role in shaping the ecosystems of these regions. The relationship between hippos and cetaceans is a peculiar one, with both groups sharing a common ancestor that lived over 50 million years ago. This ancestor, known as Pachycetus, was a land-dwelling mammal that likely fed on insects, fruits, and other small animals. Over time, the descendants of Pachycetus evolved into two distinct lineages: the cetaceans, which include whales and dolphins, and the hippopotamids, which include hippos and their extinct relatives. Despite their distinct physical characteristics, hippos and cetaceans share many similarities in their DNA, indicating a close evolutionary relationship between the two groups. The fossil record reveals that the earliest known hippos were much more similar to their cetacean cousins than their modern counterparts. These ancient hippos, such as the genus Hippopotamus, were characterized by their slender bodies, long legs, and primitive dental structures. As the hippos continued to evolve, they began to adapt to a more aquatic lifestyle, developing the distinctive physical characteristics that we see in modern hippos today. The emergence of the genus Hippopotamus, which includes the modern common hippo and the pygmy hippo, marked a significant milestone in the evolutionary history of hippos. The evolutionary history of hippos is also closely tied to the geological history of Africa, particularly the formation of the African Rift System. The Rift System, which stretches from Lebanon to Mozambique, created a series of valleys, lakes, and wetlands that provided a perfect habitat for hippos to thrive. The changing climate and geography of Africa also played a crucial role in shaping the evolution of hippos, with periods of aridification and desertification likely driving the adaptation of hippos to more aquatic environments. In addition to their physical characteristics, hippos also share many behavioral and physiological traits with cetaceans. Both groups are known for their highly social behavior, with hippos living in large pods and cetaceans forming complex societies with distinct social hierarchies. Hippos and cetaceans also share similar communication patterns, using a range of vocalizations, including grunts, honks, and clicks, to convey information and coordinate their behavior. The similarities between hippos and cetaceans extend to their physiology, with both groups having adapted to life in aquatic environments, developing thick layers of fat, streamlined bodies, and powerful muscles to propel themselves through the water. The study of hippoevolution has also shed light on the complex relationships between hippos and other mammals. particularly the artiodactyls, which include cows, pigs, and camels. The artiodactyls and hippos share a common ancestor that lived over 60 million years ago, and the two groups have since diverged into distinct lineages. However, the hippos have retained many characteristics that are similar to those of the artiodactyls, including their dental structure and digestive system. The fossil record of hippos is extensive, with many well-preserved specimens found in Africa, Europe, and Asia. The most famous of these fossils is perhaps the genus Hippopotamus, which was discovered in the early 20th century in the Siwalik Hills of India. Hippopotamus was a large hippo-like creature that lived during the Miocene epoch, around 20 million years ago. Its fossilized remains provide valuable insights into the evolution of hippos, particularly the development of their distinctive dental structures and skull shapes. In recent years, advances in molecular biology and genetics have enabled scientists to study the evolution of hippos in greater detail. The analysis of DNA sequences has confirmed the close relationship between hippos and cetaceans, and has also revealed the complex patterns of genetic variation within hippo populations. The study of genetic diversity in hippos has important implications for conservation efforts, as it allows scientists to identify distinct populations and develop targeted strategies for their protection. The evolutionary history of the hippopotamus is a testament to the incredible diversity and adaptability of life on Earth. From their humble beginnings as small, forest-dwelling creatures to their current status as one of Africa's most iconic and powerful animals. Hippos have evolved over millions of years to occupy a unique niche in their ecosystems. As we continue to face the challenges of conservation and habitat preservation, it is essential that we understand and appreciate the complex evolutionary history of the hippopotamus, and work to protect these incredible creatures for generations to come. The story of hippo evolution is also closely tied to the story of human evolution, with both groups having coexisted in Africa for millions of years. The earliest human ancestors, such as Australopithecus and Homo habilis, likely encountered hippos in their natural habitats, and may have even competed with them for resources. The relationship between humans and hippos has been complex and multifaceted, with hippos being both revered and feared in many African cultures. In many African societies, hippos are considered sacred animals, associated with fertility, prosperity, and spiritual power. The ancient Egyptians, for example, worshipped a hippo goddess named Tauret, who was believed to protect women and children. In other cultures, hippos are seen as fierce and formidable creatures, capable of destroying crops and attacking humans. The complex symbolism and cultural significance of hippos reflect the deep connections between humans and hippos, and highlight the importance of preserving these incredible animals and their habitats. The evolutionary history of the hippopotamus is a rich and fascinating topic, full of intriguing stories and unexpected connections. From their ancient ancestors to their modern counterparts, hippos have evolved over millions of years to occupy a unique place in their ecosystems. As we continue to learn more about the biology, behavior, and ecology of hippos, we are reminded of the incredible diversity and complexity of life on Earth, and the importance of preserving these incredible creatures for generations to come. The study of hippo evolution is an ongoing journey, with new discoveries and insights emerging all the time. As we delve deeper into the history of these incredible animals, we are constantly reminded of the beauty, wonder, and awe-inspiring complexity of the natural world. The hippopotamus's unique blend of terrestrial and aquatic adaptations has allowed it to thrive in a variety of environments, from the lush wetlands of Africa to the arid deserts of the Middle East. As the continents continued to shift and change, the hippopotamus's ancestors were able to adapt and evolve, eventually giving rise to the two distinct species we see today, the common hippopotamus and the pygmy hippopotamus. The common hippopotamus, found in rivers, lakes, and wetlands across sub-Saharan Africa, is the larger of the two species, with males weighing up to 1,500 kilograms. In contrast, the pygmy hippopotamus, found in the forests and swamps of West Africa, is significantly smaller, with males weighing up to 300 kilograms. Despite their size differences, both species of hippopotamus share a number of distinct characteristics, including their barrel-shaped bodies, short legs, and webbed feet. These adaptations allow them to move efficiently through the water, where they spend a significant amount of time, and to walk on land with a unique, almost waddling gait. The hippopotamus's skin is also highly specialized, with a number of unique features that help to protect it from the elements and to regulate its body temperature. The skin is almost completely hairless, which helps to reduce drag in the water, and is covered in a number of small, wart-like protrusions that help to protect it from the sun and from abrasion. The hippopotamus's evolutionary history is also closely tied to the history of its predators, including large carnivores such as lions, leopards, and crocodiles. In response to these predators, the hippopotamus has developed a number of unique defense strategies, including its powerful jaws and sharp teeth, which are capable of inflicting serious injury on potential threats. The hippopotamus has also developed a highly social structure, with individuals often living in large groups or pods, which provide additional protection, and the hippopotamus is a creature of immense fascination, with a plethora of characteristics that set it apart from other large herbivores that roam the African savanna. One of the most distinctive features of hippos is their unique body shape, which is adapted for a semi-aquatic lifestyle. Their massive, barrel-shaped bodies are supported by short, stumpy legs, allowing them to move about with ease in the water, but also to support their considerable weight on land. This distinctive body shape is a key characteristic that differentiates hippos from other large herbivores, such as elephants and rhinoceroses, which have longer legs and more elongated bodies. Another characteristic that sets hippos apart from other large herbivores is their skin. Hippos have extremely thick, almost hairless skin that is capable of secreting a reddish-pink liquid, often referred to as blood sweat. This liquid is thought to have antiseptic properties, helping to protect the hippo's skin from the sun and from potential infections. The skin of hippos is also almost completely devoid of sweat glands, which is unusual for a large mammal, and is thought to be an adaptation to their semi-aquatic lifestyle. This unique skin is a key characteristic that differentiates hippos from other large herbivores, such as giraffes and antelopes, which have thinner, more hairy skin, in addition to their distinctive body shape and skin. Hippos also have a number of other characteristics that set them apart from other large herbivores. Their eyes, nostrils, and ears are all located on top of their head, allowing them to remain mostly submerged in the water, while still being able to see, breathe, and hear. This is a key adaptation to their semi-aquatic lifestyle, and is not seen in other large herbivores. Hippos also have webbed feet, which are ideal for swimming and walking in the water, but are not well suited for walking on land. This is in contrast to other large herbivores, such as elephants and rhinoceroses, which have larger, more padded feet that are better suited for walking on land. The diet of hippos is also distinct from that of other large herbivores. While many large herbivores, such as elephants and giraffes, are browsers, feeding on leaves and fruits from trees and shrubs, hippos are grazers, feeding on grasses and other herbaceous plants. This is due in part to their unique dental structure, which is characterized by large, flat molars, that are ideal for grinding and crushing plant material. Hippos also have a number of adaptations that allow them to feed on aquatic plants, such as water lilies and algae, which are not eaten by other large herbivores. The social structure of hippos is also distinct from that of other large herbivores. While many large herbivores, such as elephants and buffalo, live in large, complex societies with a strict hierarchy, hippos are typically found in smaller, more loose-knit groups. These groups, often referred to as pods, are usually made up of a few females and their young, and are led by a dominant male. This social structure is thought to be an adaptation to the hippo's semi-aquatic lifestyle, as it allows them to defend their territory and protect their young from potential predators. In terms of their territorial behavior, hippos are also distinct from other large herbivores. While many large herbivores, such as elephants and rhinoceroses, are highly territorial and will fiercely defend their territory from other members of the same species, hippos are more flexible in their territorial behavior. They will often defend their territory from other hippos, but will also tolerate the presence of other species, such as birds and fish, within their territory. This is thought to be an adaptation to the hippo's semi-aquatic lifestyle, as it allows them to coexist with other species that are also dependent on the water. The unique characteristics of hippos are not limited to their physical appearance and behavior, but also extend to their physiology. For example, hippos have a number of adaptations that allow them to hold their breath for extended periods of time, such as a slow heart rate and a large amount of myoglobin in their muscles. This allows them to stay underwater for up to 5 minutes, which is longer than many other large mammals. Hippos also have a unique digestive system, which is characterized by a large cecum and a long digestive tract. This allows them to break down and extract nutrients from plant material more efficiently, which is important for their survival in their semi-aquatic environment. The distinctive characteristics of hippos are also reflected in their unique communication style. While many large herbivores, such as elephants and giraffes, use a variety of vocalizations and visual displays to communicate with each other, hippos are relatively quiet and rely more on body language and scent marking to communicate. They will often use a variety of grunts and snorts to communicate with each other, particularly between mothers and their young, but will also use scent marking to communicate with other hippos. This is thought to be an adaptation to their semi-aquatic lifestyle, as it allows them to communicate with each other over long distances without being detected by potential predators. In addition to their unique communication style, hippos also have a number of other characteristics that set them apart from other large herbivores. For example, they are excellent swimmers and can walk on the bottom of rivers and lakes, using their webbed feet to propel themselves through the water. They are also able to hold their breath for extended periods of time, which allows them to stay underwater for up to 5 minutes. This is longer than many other large mammals, and is thought to be an adaptation to their semi-aquatic lifestyle. The unique characteristics of hippos are not only interesting from a biological perspective, but also have important implications for their conservation. For example, their semi-aquatic lifestyle and dependence on water make them vulnerable to changes in water quality and availability. As a result, conservation efforts aimed at protecting hippos must also take into account the health of their aquatic habitats. This can involve measures such as protecting wetlands and rivers, reducing pollution and sedimentation, and promoting sustainable water management practices. In conclusion, the hippopotamus is a unique and fascinating creature, with a plethora of characteristics that set it apart from other large herbivores, from their distinctive body shape and skin to their unique social structure and communication style. Hippos are a true marvel of nature. Their semi-aquatic lifestyle and dependence on water make them vulnerable to changes in their environment. And as a result, conservation efforts aimed at protecting hippos must also take into account the health of their aquatic habitats. By studying the unique characteristics of hippos, we can gain a deeper appreciation for these amazing creatures and work to ensure their survival for generations to come. The unique characteristics of hippos are a testament to their remarkable adaptability and ability to thrive in a variety of environments. From the rivers and lakes of sub-Saharan Africa to the grasslands and savannas of the African plains, hippos are able to survive and even flourish in a wide range of habitats. This is due in part to their unique physiological and behavioral adaptations, which allow them to exploit resources that are not available to other large herbivores. In addition to their adaptability, hippos are also remarkably resilient and are able to survive in environments that would be hostile to many other large mammals. For example, they are able to tolerate high levels of pollution and sedimentation in the water, and are even able to survive in areas with limited access to food and water. This is thought to be due to their unique physiology, which allows them to slow down their metabolism and conserve energy when food is scarce. The resilience of hippos is also reflected in their ability to recover from population declines and other setbacks. For example, in the 1960s and 1970s, hippo populations in Africa were severely depleted due to habitat loss and hunting. However, thanks to conservation efforts and the protection of their habitats, hippo populations have been able to recover and are now considered to be stable in many parts of their range. In terms of their ecological role, hippos play a vital part in shaping their environments and maintaining the balance of their ecosystems. For example, their grazing activities help to maintain the diversity of plant species in their habitats, and their droppings act as a fertilizer, promoting the growth of new plants. Hippos also create pathways and clearings in dense vegetation, which can be used by other animals, such as birds and smaller mammals. The ecological importance of hippos is also reflected in their role as a food source for other animals. For example, their carcasses provide a source of food for scavengers, such as vultures and hyenas, while their young are preyed upon by predators, such as lions and leopards. This highlights the importance of hippos as a keystone species, and demonstrates that hippos play a vital role in their ecosystems, and their influence extends to various aspects of their environment, including vegetation, water quality, and the food chain. As large herbivores, hippos feed on vast amounts of grasses and other vegetation, which has a significant impact on the composition and structure of their habitats. By grazing on grasses and other plants, hippos help to create pathways and clearings in dense vegetation, allowing other animals to move through the area more easily. This process also promotes the growth of new plants, as the trampled vegetation provides a fertile ground for seeds to germinate and grow. In addition to their impact on vegetation, hippos also influence the water quality in their habitats. As semi-aquatic animals, hippos spend a significant amount of time in the water, and their presence can affect the chemistry and clarity of the water. Hippos are known to stir up sediment and nutrients from the river or lake bed, which can lead to an increase in the growth of algae and other aquatic plants. This, in turn, can affect the overall water quality, making it more turbid and potentially harmful to other aquatic animals. Despite their potential impact on water quality, hippos also play a crucial role in maintaining the balance of their ecosystems. As a food source, hippos provide sustenance for a variety of scavengers and predators, including crocodiles, lions, and vultures. When hippos die, their carcasses become an important food source for these animals, helping to support the local food chain. This process also helps to recycle nutrients, as the scavengers and predators that feed on hippo carcasses help to distribute nutrients throughout the ecosystem. The influence of hippos on their ecosystems is also evident in the way they modify their environments through their daily activities. For example, hippos are known to create wallows, which are shallow pools of water that they use to cool themselves during the hot summer months. These wallows can become important habitats for other animals, providing a source of water and shelter in areas where these resources may be scarce. In addition, the paths and trails that hippos create as they move through their habitats can become important corridors for other animals, allowing them to move through the area more easily and facilitating the exchange of genes and resources. As a keystone species, hippos play a unique and crucial role in maintaining the balance and diversity of their ecosystems. Their influence extends to various aspects of their environment, from the composition of vegetation to the quality of water and the structure of the food chain. Without hippos, their ecosystems would likely undergo significant changes, potentially leading to a decline in biodiversity and ecosystem function. The loss of hippos would also have a ripple effect throughout the ecosystem, impacting the many animals that rely on them for food, shelter, and other resources. The role of hippos in shaping their ecosystems is also evident in the way they interact with other animals. For example, hippos have been known to form symbiotic relationships with certain species of birds, which will often perch on their backs and feed on parasites and other invertebrates that live on the hippo's skin. This relationship is mutually beneficial, as the birds receive a source of food and the hippos receive a form of pest control. Hippos have also been known to interact with other large herbivores, such as elephants and buffalo, which can help to create a diverse and complex landscape through their combined grazing activities. In addition to their interactions with other animals, hippos also play a crucial role in maintaining the structure and function of their ecosystems through their grazing activities. By feeding on grasses and other vegetation, hippos help to create a mosaic of different habitats, each with its own unique characteristics and species composition. This process can lead to an increase in biodiversity, as different species are able to occupy and utilize the various habitats that are created. The grazing activities of hippos can also help to maintain the health and productivity of their ecosystems, as they help to promote the growth of new plants and prevent the dominance of any one species. The impact of hippos on their ecosystems is not limited to their grazing activities, but also extends to their role as ecosystem engineers. Through their daily activities, hippos are able to modify their environments in ways that create new habitats and resources for other animals. For example, the wallows that hippos create can become important breeding and nesting sites for certain species of birds and other animals. The paths and trails that hippos create can also become important corridors for other animals, allowing them to move through the area more easily and facilitating the exchange of genes and resources. As a result of their importance in their ecosystems, hippos are often considered a keystone species. Keystone species are species that have a disproportionate impact on their environments and play a unique and crucial role in maintaining the balance and diversity of their ecosystems. The loss of a keystone species can have significant and far-reaching consequences, potentially leading to a decline in biodiversity and ecosystem function. As a result, it is essential to conserve and protect hippos and their habitats in order to maintain the health and integrity of their ecosystems. The conservation of hippos and their habitats is a complex and challenging task, requiring the cooperation and coordination of multiple stakeholders and organizations. It involves not only the protection of hippos and their habitats, but also the management of human-wildlife conflict and the promotion of sustainable land use practices. In addition, it requires a deep understanding of the ecology and behavior of hippos, as well as the complex interactions between hippos and their environments. By working together to conserve and protect hippos and their habitats, we can help to maintain the health and integrity of their ecosystems and ensure the long-term survival of this iconic and ecologically important species. The role of hippos in their ecosystems is a fascinating and complex topic, and one that highlights the importance of conserving and protecting these amazing animals. Through their grazing activities, their interactions with other animals, and their role as ecosystem engineers, hippos play a unique and crucial role in maintaining the balance and diversity of their ecosystems. As a keystone species, hippos are essential to the health and integrity of their ecosystems, and their loss could have significant and far-reaching consequences. By working together to conserve and protect hippos and their habitats, we can help to ensure the long-term survival of this iconic species and maintain the health and integrity of their ecosystems. In conclusion, the role of hippos in their ecosystems is a vital and complex one, and one that highlights the importance of conserving and protecting these amazing animals. Through their grazing activities, their interactions with other animals, and their role as ecosystem engineers, hippos play a unique and crucial role in maintaining the balance and diversity of their ecosystems. As a keystone species, hippos are essential to the health and integrity of their ecosystems, and their loss could have significant and far-reaching consequences. By working together to conserve and protect hippos and their habitats, we can help to ensure the long-term survival of this iconic species and maintain the health and integrity of their ecosystems. The conservation of hippos is a challenging and complex task, but one that is essential to the health and integrity of their ecosystems and to the long-term survival of this amazing and ecologically important species. Hippos continue to fascinate and intrigue, with their role in shaping their ecosystems being a testament to their importance. The creation of pathways and clearings in dense vegetation allows other animals to move through the area, promoting a diverse range of species to coexist. Additionally, the nutrient-rich dung of hippos acts as a natural fertilizer, promoting the growth of new plants and maintaining the health of the ecosystem. This process highlights the interconnectedness of species within an ecosystem and the vital role that hippos play in maintaining this delicate balance. The loss of hippos would not only impact the ecosystem, but also have a ripple effect on the many species that rely on them for food, shelter, and other resources. As a result, conservation efforts must prioritize the protection of hippos and their habitats, ensuring the long-term survival of this iconic species. By preserving the natural habitats of hippos, we can also safeguard the many other species that depend on them, ultimately maintaining the health and integrity of the ecosystem. Furthermore, the conservation of hippos requires a comprehensive approach, taking into account the complex interactions between hippos and their environments, as well as the impact of human activities on their habitats. This multifaceted approach will help to ensure the continued survival of hippos and the ecosystems they inhabit, highlighting the importance of preserving these incredible creatures and the vital role they play in maintaining the balance of nature. With their unique characteristics and behaviors, the hippopotamus is well adapted to life in aquatic environments, with a range of physical and behavioral traits that enable it to thrive in rivers, lakes, and wetlands across sub-Saharan Africa. One of the most significant adaptations of the hippopotamus is its body shape, which is dense and streamlined, allowing it to move easily through the water. The hippopotamus has a large, barrel-shaped body with a rounded torso and short, stumpy legs. This body shape provides a number of advantages in the water, including reducing drag and allowing the hippopotamus to maneuver easily in tight spaces. In addition to its body shape, the hippopotamus has a number of other physical adaptations that enable it to thrive in aquatic environments. Its skin is thick and almost hairless, which helps to reduce drag and prevent water from penetrating to the skin. The hippopotamus also has webbed feet, which provide a large surface area for propulsion through the water. Its eyes, nostrils, and ears are located on top of its head, allowing it to remain mostly submerged in the water, while still being able to see, breathe, and hear. This is particularly useful for the hippopotamus, as it spends a significant amount of time in the water and is able to rest, feed, and socialize while submerged. The hippopotamus is also able to hold its breath for long periods of time, allowing it to stay underwater for up to 5 minutes. This is made possible by its slow metabolism, which reduces its need for oxygen, as well as its ability to store oxygen in its muscles. The hippopotamus is also able to secrete a pink, oily liquid from its skin, which is thought to have antiseptic properties and may help to protect it from infections. This liquid, which is often referred to as hippo sweat, is also thought to have sunscreen properties and may help to protect the hippopotamus's skin from the sun. In terms of behavioral adaptations, the hippopotamus is a creature of habit and tends to follow established routines and patterns. It is a diurnal animal and spends most of its time resting or sleeping in the water during the day. At night, it emerges from the water to graze on grasses and other vegetation, using its sharp teeth and powerful jaws to crop and tear at the plants. The hippopotamus is a herbivore, and its diet consists mainly of grasses, leaves, and aquatic plants. It is able to eat up to 150 pounds of food per day, and is an important part of its ecosystem, helping to disperse seeds and nutrients through its droppings. The hippopotamus is also highly social and lives in large groups, known as pods. These pods are typically made up of females and their young, and are led by a dominant female. Male hippos will often wander on their own or form bachelor groups, and will only join a pod during the breeding season. The hippopotamus is a territorial animal and will fiercely defend its territory from other hippos. It is also known to be aggressive towards other animals, including humans, and is responsible for a number of attacks on people each year. Despite its size and strength, the hippopotamus is a relatively agile animal and is able to move quickly and easily through the water. It is also able to walk on the bottom of rivers and lakes, using its powerful legs and sharp hooves to grip the substrate. This allows it to feed on aquatic plants and to escape from predators, and is an important adaptation for the hippopotamus, as it allows it to exploit a wide range of habitats and resources. In addition to its physical and behavioral adaptations, the hippopotamus has a number of physiological adaptations that enable it to thrive in aquatic environments. Its body is able to conserve heat in cold water, and it is able to regulate its body temperature through a process known as thermogenesis. This involves the production of heat through the breakdown of nutrients and allows the hippopotamus to maintain a stable body temperature even in cold water. The hippopotamus is also able to excrete excess salt and other minerals through its skin and kidneys, which helps to maintain the balance of fluids and electrolytes in its body. This is important for the hippopotamus, as it spends a significant amount of time in the water, and is able to absorb large amounts of salt and other minerals through its skin. The hippopotamus is also able to conserve water by producing very dry dung, which helps to reduce water loss through excretion. The hippopotamus's adaptations to aquatic environments are not limited to its physical and physiological traits, but also extend to its behavioral and social adaptations. For example, the hippopotamus is able to communicate with other hippos using a range of vocalizations, including grunts, snorts, and honks. These vocalizations are used to convey information about food, predators, and social status, and are an important part of the hippopotamus's social behavior. The hippopotamus is also able to use its sense of smell to detect food and predators, and is able to detect the presence of other hippos through the use of scent markings. These scent markings are deposited on objects in the environment, such as rocks and trees, and provide information about the identity and status of the hippopotamus that deposited them. The hippopotamus is also able to use its sense of touch to detect the presence of other hippos, and is able to recognize individual hippos through the use of tactile cues. In terms of its social behavior, the hippopotamus is a highly social animal and lives in large groups that are typically made up of females and their young. These groups are led by a dominant female and are characterized by a strict hierarchy and division of labor. The dominant female is responsible for leading the group and defending its territory, while the other females are responsible for caring for the young and foraging for food. The hippopotamus is also able to form close bonds with other hippos, and is able to recognize individual hippos through the use of vocalizations and scent markings. The hippopotamus's adaptations to aquatic environments have also been shaped by its evolutionary history, and are thought to have evolved in response to the challenges of living in a semi-aquatic environment. For example, the hippopotamus's webbed feet and streamlined body are thought to have evolved in response to the need to move efficiently through the water, while its thick skin and layer of fat are thought to have evolved in response to the need to conserve heat in cold water. The hippopotamus's adaptations to aquatic environments have also been influenced by its diet and foraging behavior, and are thought to have evolved in response to the need to exploit a wide range of habitats and resources. For example, the hippopotamus's ability to eat a wide range of plants, including grasses, leaves, and aquatic plants, is thought to have evolved in response to the need to exploit a variety of food sources in different environments. The hippopotamus's ability to walk on the bottom of rivers and lakes is also thought to have evolved in response to the need to feed on aquatic plants and to escape from predators. In conclusion, the hippopotamus is a highly adapted animal that is well suited to life in aquatic environments. Its physical and behavioral adaptations, such as its streamlined body, webbed feet, and ability to hold its breath for long periods of time, enable it to thrive in rivers, lakes, and wetlands across sub-Saharan Africa. The hippopotamus's physiological adaptations, such as its ability to conserve heat and regulate its body temperature, also play an important role in its ability to survive in aquatic environments. The hippopotamus's social and behavioral adaptations, such as its ability to communicate with other hippos and to recognize individual hippos, are also important for its survival and success in aquatic environments. Overall, the hippopotamus is a fascinating and highly adapted animal that continues to thrive in aquatic environments, and its adaptations are a testament to the incredible diversity and complexity of life on Earth. The hippopotamus's unique adaptations have allowed it to occupy a distinct ecological niche, playing a vital role in shaping its environment and supporting a wide range of other species. Its ability to thrive in aquatic environments has also made it an important component of many ecosystems, helping to maintain the balance of nature and supporting biodiversity. As a result, conservation efforts aimed at protecting the hippopotamus and its habitats are essential for maintaining the health and integrity of these ecosystems. By preserving the hippopotamus's place in the wild, we can also help to safeguard the many other species that depend on it, and ensure the long-term survival of this incredible animal. With its remarkable adaptations and important ecological role, the hippopotamus is a truly fascinating creature that continues to captivate and inspire us, and its preservation is a vital conservation. The hippopotamus is found in a variety of aquatic environments across sub-Saharan Africa, including rivers, lakes, and wetlands. These habitats provide the necessary conditions for hippos to thrive, with access to water for swimming and bathing, and grasslands and vegetation for grazing. The distribution of hippos is closely tied to the availability of water, and they are typically found in areas with permanent water sources, such as rivers and lakes. In these environments, hippos play a crucial role in shaping their ecosystems, influencing the vegetation, water quality, and providing food for scavengers. Hippos are well adapted to their aquatic environments, with a number of physical and behavioral traits that enable them to thrive in these conditions. Their large, bulky bodies are supported by short legs, which are not well suited for walking on land, but are ideal for swimming and diving in the water. Their eyes, nostrils, and ears are located on top of their head, allowing them to remain mostly submerged in the water, with only their eyes and nostrils visible above the surface. This unique physiology allows hippos to stay cool in the hot African sun and to hide from potential predators. In addition to their physical adaptations, hippos also have a number of behavioral traits that enable them to thrive in their aquatic environments. They are skilled swimmers and are able to dive to depths of up to 5 meters in search of food or to escape danger. They are also able to walk on the river or lake bed, using their short legs to push themselves forward in a slow, deliberate gait. This ability to move around in the water allows hippos to feed on a wide range of aquatic plants, including grasses, algae, and aquatic weeds. Hippos also play a crucial role in shaping their ecosystems through their feeding activities and their interactions with other animals. As herbivores, hippos feed on a wide range of plants, including grasses, leaves, and aquatic weeds. This feeding activity helps to regulate the growth of vegetation in their habitats, preventing any one species from dominating the landscape. Hippos also create pathways and clearings in the vegetation, which can be used by other animals, such as birds, reptiles, and smaller mammals. In addition, the dung and urine of hippos act as a fertilizer, enriching the soil and promoting the growth of new plants. The presence of hippos in an ecosystem also has a significant impact on the water quality, with their dung and urine contributing to the nutrient load of the water. This can have both positive and negative effects, depending on the specific context. In some cases, the nutrients provided by hippos can help to support the growth of aquatic plants, which in turn provide food and shelter for other animals. However, in other cases, the high levels of nutrients can lead to an overgrowth of algae, which can deplete the oxygen in the water and harm other aquatic life. Despite their importance in shaping their ecosystems, hippos are not the only animals that inhabit these environments. A wide range of other species, including birds, reptiles, and smaller mammals, can be found in the same habitats as hippos. These animals often have complex interactions with hippos, with some species benefiting from the presence of hippos, while others are harmed by their activities. For example, some bird species, such as the African fish eagle, feed on the fish and other aquatic animals that are disturbed by the activities of hippos. Other species, such as the Nile crocodile, prey on hippos, especially young or weak individuals. The habitats of hippos are also home to a wide range of plant species, including grasses, aquatic weeds, and trees. These plants provide food and shelter for hippos, as well as for other animals that inhabit the same environments. The types of plants that are found in hippo habitats vary depending on the specific location and the conditions of the environment. In general, however, the vegetation in these habitats is dominated by grasses and other herbaceous plants, which are well adapted to the hot, dry conditions of the African savanna. In addition to their role in shaping their ecosystems, hippos also play a crucial role in maintaining the health and diversity of their habitats. By creating pathways and clearings in the vegetation, hippos help to promote the growth of new plants and to maintain the structure and composition of the ecosystem. They also help to regulate the populations of other animals through their feeding activities and their interactions with other species. For example, hippos help to control the populations of aquatic plants, which can help to prevent the overgrowth of algae and the depletion of oxygen in the water. The importance of hippos in their ecosystems is also reflected in their role as a food source for other animals. Hippos are an important prey species for a number of large predators, including lions, leopards, and crocodiles. These predators help to regulate the populations of hippos and to maintain the balance of the ecosystem. In addition, the dung and carcasses of hippos provide a source of food for scavengers, such as vultures and hyenas. These scavengers help to clean up the ecosystem and to prevent the spread of disease. In terms of their geographic distribution, hippos are found in a wide range of countries across sub-Saharan Africa. They are most commonly associated with the rivers and lakes of East Africa, where they are found in large numbers in countries such as Tanzania, Kenya, and Uganda. However, they are also found in other parts of Africa, including West Africa and Southern Africa. In these regions, hippos are often found in smaller, more isolated populations, which can be vulnerable to habitat loss and other threats. The conservation of hippos and their habitats is a complex and challenging issue, which requires a comprehensive and multifaceted approach. One of the main threats to hippos is the loss and degradation of their habitats, which can result from a range of human activities, including agriculture, urbanization, and infrastructure development. These activities can lead to the destruction of habitats, the fragmentation of populations, and the reduction of food and water sources. In addition, hippos are often persecuted by humans who may view them as a threat to their livelihoods or their safety. To address these threats, conservation efforts are needed to protect the habitats of hippos and to promote the coexistence of humans and hippos. This can involve the establishment of protected areas, such as national parks and wildlife reserves, which provide a safe habitat for hippos and other animals. It can also involve the development of community-based conservation initiatives, which work with local people to promote the conservation of hippos and their habitats. These initiatives can help to raise awareness about the importance of hippos and to promote the adoption of hippo-friendly practices, such as the use of hippo-proof fencing and the creation of hippo-friendly habitats. In conclusion, the hippopotamus is a unique and fascinating animal which plays a crucial role in shaping its ecosystems. Through their feeding activities, their interactions with other animals, and their adaptations to their aquatic environments, hippos help to maintain the health and diversity of their habitats. However, hippos are also facing a range of threats, including habitat loss, persecution, and climate change, which can have significant impacts on their populations and their habitats. To address these threats, conservation efforts are needed to protect the habitats of hippos and to promote the coexistence of humans and hippos. By working together to conserve hippos and their habitats, we can help to ensure the long-term survival of this incredible species, and to maintain the health and diversity of their ecosystems. The hippopotamus is an animal that is deeply connected to its environment, and its loss could have significant impacts on the ecosystems in which it lives. The conservation of hippos is not just about saving a single species, but about maintaining the health and diversity of entire ecosystems. By protecting hippos and their habitats, we can help to ensure the long-term survival of a wide range of plant and animal species, and to maintain the beauty and wonder of the African savanna. In order to conserve hippos and their habitats, it is essential to have a thorough understanding of their ecology and behavior. This includes studying their feeding habits, their social structure, and their interactions with other animals. It also involves understanding the impacts of human activities on hippo populations and their habitats, and developing effective strategies to mitigate these impacts. By working together to conserve hippos and their habitats, we can help to ensure the long-term survival of this incredible species, and to maintain the health and diversity of their ecosystems. The conservation of hippos is a complex and challenging issue, which requires a comprehensive and multifaceted approach. It involves the protection of habitats, the reduction of human-wildlife conflict, and the promotion of community-based conservation initiatives. It also requires a deep understanding of the ecology and behavior of the hippopotamus. Is found in a variety of freshwater habitats across sub-Saharan Africa, including rivers, lakes, and wetlands. These environments provide the perfect conditions for hippos to thrive, with access to water for swimming and cooling, as well as grasses and other vegetation for grazing. The hippopotamus's habitat is characterized by slow-moving rivers, shallow lakes, and marshy wetlands, where the water is calm and the vegetation is lush. In these areas, hippos can be found in large numbers, often gathering in groups of up to 30 individuals. Rivers are a crucial part of the hippopotamus's habitat, providing a source of water for drinking, swimming, and cooling. Hippos are excellent swimmers and can be found in rivers of all sizes, from small streams to large, slow-moving waterways. They tend to prefer rivers with shallow water and a soft, muddy bottom, where they can easily walk and rest. In these areas, hippos will often spend their days lounging in the water, with only their eyes and nostrils visible above the surface. At night, they will emerge from the water to graze on the lush vegetation that grows along the riverbanks. Lakes are another important habitat for hippos, providing a large, calm body of water where they can swim and play. Many of Africa's largest lakes, such as Lake Victoria and Lake Tanganyika, are home to large populations of hippos. These lakes offer a perfect environment for hippos, with shallow water and an abundance of aquatic plants. Hippos will often spend their days swimming in the lake or resting on the shore, where they can bask in the warm sun. At night, they will emerge from the lake to graze on the surrounding vegetation, which can include grasses, leaves, and fruits. Wetlands are also a vital part of the hippopotamus's habitat, providing a unique environment that is characterized by a mixture of water and land. These areas can include marshes, swamps, and floodplains, where the water is shallow and the vegetation is dense. Hippos are well adapted to life in wetlands, with their webbed feet and powerful legs allowing them to move easily through the muddy terrain. In these areas, hippos will often spend their days resting in the shallow water or grazing on the lush vegetation that grows in the area. At night, they will emerge from the wetlands to feed on the surrounding grasses and plants. The hippopotamus's habitat is not limited to these specific environments, however, and they can be found in a variety of other areas, including deltas, estuaries, and coastal areas. In these regions, hippos will often be found in areas with brackish water, where the fresh water from the river or lake meets the salt water of the ocean. These areas can provide a unique environment for hippos, with a mix of freshwater and saltwater plants, as well as a variety of aquatic animals. Hippos are able to adapt to these environments and can be found in areas with a wide range of water salinity levels. In addition to these specific habitats, hippos can also be found in areas with human-made water sources, such as dams and reservoirs. These areas can provide a perfect environment for hippos, with a large, calm body of water and an abundance of vegetation. However, these areas can also pose a threat to hippos, as they can be affected by human activities such as fishing and boating. In these areas, hippos will often be found in smaller groups and will be more secretive and elusive than in their natural habitats. The hippopotamus's habitat is found across sub-Saharan Africa, with populations ranging from West Africa to East Africa and South to South Africa. In West Africa, hippos can be found in countries such as Ghana, Nigeria, and Senegal, where they inhabit the rivers, lakes, and wetlands of the region. In East Africa, hippos are found in countries such as Kenya, Tanzania, and Uganda, where they inhabit the lakes, rivers, and wetlands of the Rift Valley. In southern Africa, hippos are found in countries such as South Africa, Botswana, and Zambia, where they inhabit the rivers, lakes, and wetlands of the region. The habitat of the hippopotamus is characterized by a warm, tropical climate, with high temperatures and high levels of rainfall. In these areas, the vegetation is lush and abundant, with a wide range of grasses, leaves, and fruits available for hippos to eat. The water is warm and calm, providing a perfect environment for hippos to swim and play. The hippopotamus's habitat is also characterized by a diverse range of wildlife, including birds, fish, and other mammals. In these areas, hippos will often be found in association with other animals, such as crocodiles, fish, and birds. In their natural habitats, hippos play a crucial role in shaping their environment. They are important grazers, and their feeding activities can help to maintain the balance of vegetation in the area. Hippos will often graze on the lush vegetation that grows along the riverbanks and lake shores, helping to prevent the growth of dense thickets and maintaining the diversity of plant species. They will also help to create pathways and clearings in the vegetation, which can be used by other animals. In addition, hippos can help to maintain the quality of the water by stirring up the sediment and helping to prevent the growth of algae. The hippopotamus's habitat is not without its challenges, however, and hippos are faced with a range of threats in their natural environments. One of the main threats is habitat loss, which can occur due to human activities such as deforestation, drainage, and construction. These activities can lead to the destruction of hippos' habitats and can force them to move to new areas in search of food and water. Hippos are also threatened by pollution, which can occur due to human activities such as farming, mining, and industrial processes. Pollution can lead to the degradation of the water quality and can have a negative impact on the health and well-being of hippos. In addition to these threats, hippos are also faced with the challenge of human-wildlife conflict. As hippos move out of their natural habitats and into areas with human settlement, they can come into conflict with people. Hippos can be seen as a threat to human safety and can be persecuted as a result. They can also be seen as a threat to crops and livestock and can be killed or relocated as a result. This can lead to a range of negative consequences for hippos, including the loss of their habitat, the fragmentation of their populations, and the decline of their numbers. Despite these challenges, the hippopotamus's habitat remains an important and fascinating environment, with a wide range of plant and animal species. The habitat of the hippopotamus is a unique and special place, with a rich diversity of wildlife and a complex web of relationships between species. It is an environment that is characterized by a delicate balance between species, and one that is worthy of our respect and admiration. As we continue to learn more about the hippopotamus and its habitat, we are reminded of the importance of conservation and the need to protect these incredible animals and their environments. By working to preserve the habitat of the hippopotamus, we can help to ensure the long-term survival of this incredible species and can preserve the beauty and diversity of the natural world. The hippopotamus's habitat is also influenced by the surrounding landscape, with the presence of hills, mountains, and valleys shaping the flow of water and the distribution of vegetation. In areas with steep slopes, hippos may be found in smaller, more isolated groups, as the terrain can make it difficult for them to move and find food. In contrast, areas with gentle slopes and flat valleys can support larger populations of hippos, as the terrain is more suitable for grazing and movement. The quality of the water is also an important factor in the hippopotamus's habitat, with hippos requiring access to clean, fresh water in order to survive. In areas with poor water quality, hippos may be more susceptible to disease and other health problems, and may be forced to move to new areas in search of better living conditions. The presence of aquatic plants, such as algae and water lilies, can also affect the quality of the water, and hippos may play a role in maintaining the balance of these plants in their environment. In addition to the physical characteristics of their habitat, hippos are also influenced by the social and cultural context of their environment. In some areas, hippos are considered sacred animals and are protected and revered by local communities. In other areas, hippos may be seen as a threat to human safety and livelihoods, and may be persecuted as a result. The relationship between hippos and humans is complex and multifaceted, and is influenced by a range of factors, including cultural attitudes, economic interests, and environmental conditions. The conservation of the hippopotamus's habitat. The hippopotamus is one of Africa's most powerful and unpredictable animals, with a reputation that precedes them in the wild. These large, semi-aquatic mammals have been a part of the African landscape for millions of years, playing a crucial role in shaping their ecosystems and influencing the environment around them. As both a land and aquatic mammal, hippos have adapted to life in and out of the water, with unique physical characteristics and behaviors that enable them to thrive in their habitats. Their significance in African ecosystems cannot be overstated, and their role as a keystone species is essential to maintaining the delicate balance of nature. In many parts of sub-Saharan Africa, hippos are a common sight in rivers, lakes, and wetlands, where they spend most of their time grazing and resting. Despite their seemingly docile nature, hippos are responsible for more human deaths in Africa than any other large animal, and their aggressive behavior when feeling threatened or surprised is well documented. This dichotomy between their gentle and violent nature is just one of the many fascinating aspects of hippobiology and behavior, and it is a testament to the complexity and intrigue of these incredible creatures. As a species, hippos have been around for a long time, with fossil records indicating that they evolved from land-dwelling ancestors over 16 million years ago. Their closest living relatives are cetaceans, including whales and dolphins, and this shared ancestry is reflected in their physical characteristics and behaviors. Hippos are massive animals, with adults weighing up to 4,000 pounds and reaching lengths of over 15 feet. Their large mouths and teeth are perfectly adapted for grazing and eating plants, and their thick skin provides protection from the elements and potential predators. One of the most interesting things about hippos is their unique combination of physical characteristics, which enable them to thrive in both aquatic and terrestrial environments. Their dense, amphibious bodies are well suited to life in the water, where they can walk on the riverbed or swim with ease. Their eyes, nostrils, and ears are located on top of their head, allowing them to remain mostly submerged, while still being able to see, breathe, and hear. This adaptation is crucial to their survival, as it enables them to rest and hide in the water while still being able to detect potential threats. In addition to their physical characteristics, hippos also play a crucial role in their ecosystems, influencing vegetation, water quality, and providing food for scavengers. As herbivores, hippos feed on a variety of plants, including grasses, leaves, and aquatic vegetation. This feeding behavior has a significant impact on the environment, as it helps to shape the landscape and create pathways for other animals. Hippos also contribute to the nutrient cycle, as their waste acts as a fertilizer for the plants and animals that live in and around their habitats. The significance of hippos in African ecosystems is not limited to their physical presence, but also extends to their cultural and symbolic significance. In many African cultures, hippos are revered and feared in equal measure, with a deep respect for their power and strength. They feature prominently in folklore and mythology, often representing abundance, fertility, and prosperity. In some cultures, hippos are also associated with good luck and protection, and are believed to possess spiritual powers. This cultural significance is a testament to the enduring impact of hippos on human society, and highlights the importance of preserving and protecting these incredible creatures. As we explore the world of hippos, it becomes clear that these animals are far more complex and fascinating than they initially seem. From their unique physical characteristics to their significant role in shaping their ecosystems, hippos are a true marvel of nature. Their ability to thrive in both aquatic and terrestrial environments is a testament to their adaptability and resilience, and their cultural significance is a reflection of their enduring impact on human society. As we delve deeper into the world of hippos, we will discover even more about these incredible creatures and the important role they play in maintaining the delicate balance of nature. The hippopotamus is an animal that commands respect and attention, with a presence that is both captivating and intimidating. Their large size, powerful build, and aggressive behavior when feeling threatened or surprised make them a force to be reckoned with, and their unique physical characteristics and behaviors have adapted them to life in and out of the water. As we explore the world of hippos, we will discover more about their evolution, habitat, and behavior, and gain a deeper appreciation for these incredible creatures and the important role they play in African ecosystems. In many ways, hippos are a reflection of the African landscape itself, with its diverse range of habitats and ecosystems, from the savannas and grasslands to the rivers and wetlands. Hippos can be found in a variety of environments, each with its own unique characteristics and challenges. As we explore the world of hippos, we will also gain a deeper understanding of the African landscape and the many wonders it holds, from the majestic mountains and valleys to the vast deserts and forests. The study of hippos is a fascinating field of research, with many scientists and conservationists working to learn more about these incredible creatures and the important role they play in African ecosystems. By studying hippos, we can gain a deeper understanding of the complex relationships between species and their environments. and the many ways in which human activity is impacting the natural world. We can also learn more about the importance of conservation and preservation, and the many ways in which we can work to protect and preserve the natural world for future generations. As we explore the world of hippos, we will discover more about their evolution, habitat, and behavior, and gain a deeper appreciation for these incredible creatures and the important role they play in African ecosystems. We will learn about their unique physical characteristics and behaviors, and the many ways in which they have adapted to life in and out of the water. We will also gain a deeper understanding of the African landscape and the many wonders it holds. From the majestic mountains and valleys to the vast deserts and forests, the hippopotamus is a true marvel of nature, with a unique combination of physical characteristics and behaviors that have adapted them to life in and out of the water. Their significance in African ecosystems is undeniable, and their cultural and symbolic significance is a reflection of their enduring impact on human society. As we delve deeper into the world of hippos, we will discover even more about these incredible creatures and the important role they play in maintaining the delicate balance of nature. In the world of hippos, we find a fascinating and complex landscape, full of intriguing characters and relationships. We find a species that is both gentle and violent, with a reputation that precedes them in the wild. We find a species that is perfectly adapted to life in and out of the water, with unique physical characteristics and behaviors that enable them to thrive in their habitats. And we find a species that plays a crucial role in shaping their ecosystems, influencing vegetation, water quality, and providing food for scavengers. As we explore the world of hippos, we will discover more about their evolution, habitat, and behavior, and gain a deeper appreciation for these incredible creatures and the important role they play in African ecosystems. We will learn about their unique physical characteristics and behaviors, and the many ways in which they have adapted to life in and out of the water. We will also gain a deeper understanding of the African landscape and the many wonders it holds. From the majestic mountains and valleys to the vast deserts and forests, the study of hippos is a fascinating field of research, with many scientists and conservationists working to learn more about these incredible creatures and the important role they play in African ecosystems. By studying hippos, we can gain a deeper understanding of the complex relationships between species and their environments, and the many ways in which human activity is impacting the natural world. We can also learn more about the importance of conservation and preservation, and the many ways in which we can work to protect and preserve the natural world for future generations. The hippopotamus is an animal that commands respect and attention, with a presence that is both captivating and intimidating. Their large size, powerful build, and aggressive behavior when feeling threatened or surprised make them a force to be reckoned with, and their unique physical characteristics and behaviors have adapted them to life in and out of the water. As we explore the world of hippos, we will discover more about their evolution, habitat, and behavior, and gain a deeper appreciation for these incredible creatures and the important role they play in African ecosystems. In many ways, the hippopotamus is one of Africa's most powerful and unpredictable animals, with a reputation that precedes them in the wild. Despite their seemingly docile nature, hippos are responsible for more human deaths in Africa than any other large animal, including lions, elephants, and crocodiles. This is due in part to their incredibly powerful jaws and sharp teeth, which can exert a bite force of up to 1,800 pounds per square inch, allowing them to easily crush a human skull. Their aggressive behavior, particularly in water, is also a major factor, as they are known to be highly territorial. and will fiercely defend their space from other hippos and potential threats. One of the key reasons hippos are so powerful is their massive body size, with adults typically weighing between 1.5 and 3.5 tons and reaching lengths of up to 16 feet. This large size, combined with their webbed feet and powerful legs, allows them to move quickly and easily through the water, making them a formidable opponent for any potential predator. On land, their large body size and short legs make them less agile, but they are still capable of reaching speeds of up to 18 miles per hour, allowing them to quickly chase down any potential threats. In addition to their physical power, hippos are also highly unpredictable, with a reputation for being one of the most aggressive animals in the wild. This aggression is often directed towards other hippos, as they engage in fierce battles for dominance and territory, but it can also be directed towards humans, particularly in areas where their habitats overlap. This unpredictability makes hippos a wild card in African ecosystems, with their behavior and actions having a significant impact on the environment and other animals around them. Despite their fearsome reputation, hippos play a vital role in African ecosystems, serving as both a land and aquatic mammal. Their semi-aquatic lifestyle allows them to thrive in a variety of environments, from rivers and lakes to wetlands and grasslands. In these ecosystems, hippos serve as a keystone species, playing a crucial role in shaping the environment and providing habitat for other animals. Their grazing and browsing activities help to maintain the diversity of vegetation in these areas, while their waste and carcasses provide a source of food for scavengers and other animals. The significance of hippos in African ecosystems cannot be overstated, as they have a profound impact on the environment and other animals around them. Their grazing activities, for example, help to maintain the diversity of vegetation in these areas, while their digging and burrowing activities create pathways and habitats for other animals. In addition, hippos serve as a food source for a variety of predators, including lions, leopards, and crocodiles, helping to support the complex web of relationships within these ecosystems. As a land and aquatic mammal, hippos are uniquely adapted to their environment, with a range of physical and behavioral characteristics that allow them to thrive in these ecosystems. Their webbed feet and powerful legs, for example, make them well suited to life in the water, while their large body size and short legs make them more agile on land. Their skin, which is almost completely hairless, helps to reduce drag in the water, while their eyes, nostrils, and ears are located on top of their head, allowing them to remain mostly submerged, while still being able to see, breathe, and hear. In terms of their social structure, hippos are typically found in small groups, known as pods, which are usually made up of females and their young. These pods are often led by a dominant female, who plays a crucial role in maintaining the social hierarchy and ensuring the survival of the group. Males, on the other hand, tend to be solitary, only coming together with females for mating. This social structure is unique among large mammals, and is likely an adaptation to the semi-aquatic lifestyle of hippos, which requires a high degree of flexibility and cooperation. The role of hippos in shaping their ecosystems is also significant, as their grazing and browsing activities help to maintain the diversity of vegetation in these areas. In addition, their digging and burrowing activities create pathways and habitats for other animals, while their waste and carcasses provide a source of food for scavengers and other animals. This complex web of relationships is a key component of African ecosystems, and is essential for maintaining the balance and diversity of these environments. In many ways, hippos are a symbol of the power and unpredictability of nature, with their massive size, aggressive behavior, and unique adaptations, making them a formidable opponent in the wild. At the same time, however, they are also a reminder of the beauty and diversity of African ecosystems and the importance of preserving these environments for future generations. As we continue to learn more about hippos and their role in these ecosystems, it is clear that they will remain an important and fascinating component of African wildlife for years to come. The study of hippos has also shed light on the complex relationships within African ecosystems and the ways in which different species interact and adapt to their environments. By examining the behavior and ecology of hippos, scientists have gained a deeper understanding of the intricate web of relationships that exists within these ecosystems and the ways in which different species contribute to the balance and diversity of these environments. This knowledge has important implications for conservation efforts, as it highlights the need to preserve and protect these ecosystems and the many species that depend on them. In addition to their ecological importance, hippos also have significant cultural and symbolic meaning in many African societies. In some cultures, hippos are revered as powerful and sacred animals, while in others they are viewed as a source of food and income. This complex and often contradictory relationship between humans and hippos is a reflection of the many different ways in which people interact with and perceive these animals and highlights the need for a more nuanced and multifaceted approach to conservation and management. The conservation of hippos is also closely tied to the conservation of their habitats, which are often threatened by human activities such as deforestation, pollution, and overfishing. As a result, efforts to protect hippos must also involve the protection of their habitats and the preservation of the many different species that depend on these ecosystems. This requires a comprehensive and integrated approach to conservation, one that takes into account the complex relationships between different species and their environments, and seeks to preserve the balance and diversity of these ecosystems. In many ways, the story of hippos is a microcosm of the larger story of African wildlife, with its complex web of relationships, its many different species and habitats, and its delicate balance of power and vulnerability. As we continue to learn more about hippos and their role in these ecosystems, it is clear that they will remain an important and fascinating component of African wildlife for years to come, and that their conservation and protection will be essential for preserving the beauty and diversity of these environments. The importance of hippos in African ecosystems cannot be overstated, as they play a vital role in shaping the environment and providing habitat for other animals. Their grazing and browsing activities, for example, help to maintain the diversity of vegetation in these areas, while their waste and carcasses provide a source of food for scavengers and other animals. In addition, hippos serve as a food source for a variety of predators, including lions, leopards, and crocodiles, helping to support the complex web of relationships within these ecosystems. As a result, the conservation of hippos is essential for preserving the balance and diversity of African ecosystems, and for ensuring the long-term health and resilience of these environments. This requires a comprehensive and integrated approach to conservation, one that takes into account the complex relationships between different species and their environments, and seeks to preserve the many different habitats and ecosystems that support hippos and other wildlife. The study of hippos has also highlighted the importance of preserving and protecting African ecosystems and the many different species that depend on them. By examining the behavior and ecology of hippos, scientists have gained a deeper understanding of the intricate web of relationships that exists within these ecosystems and the ways in which different species contribute to the balance and diversity of these environments. This knowledge has important implications for conservation efforts, as it highlights the need to preserve and protect these ecosystems and the many species that depend on them. In addition to their ecological importance, hippos also have significant cultural and symbolic meaning in many African societies. In some cultures, hippos are revered as powerful and sacred animals, while in others they are viewed as a source of food and income. This complex and often contradictory relationship between humans and hippos is a reflection of the many different ways hippos are a cornerstone species in African ecosystems, playing a vital role in shaping their environments and maintaining the delicate balance of nature. As both a land and aquatic mammal, they have evolved unique adaptations that allow them to thrive in a variety of habitats. From rivers and lakes to wetlands and grasslands, their significance extends far beyond their impressive physical presence, as they influence vegetation, water quality, and provide food for scavengers, making them a keystone species in many African ecosystems. In their natural habitats, hippos can be found in rivers, lakes, and wetlands across sub-Saharan Africa, where they spend most of their days submerged in water, resting and hiding from the heat. At night, they emerge onto land to graze on grasses and other vegetation, using their powerful jaws and sharp teeth to crop and tear at the grasses. This nocturnal grazing behavior has a significant impact on the landscape, as hippos can eat up to 150 pounds of grass per day, helping to maintain the diversity of plant species and preventing any one species from dominating the others. As a result of their grazing activities, hippos help to create pathways and clearings in dense vegetation, allowing other animals to move through the landscape more easily. These pathways can also serve as fire breaks, helping to prevent wildfires from spreading and reducing the risk of devastating fires that can damage the ecosystem. Additionally, hippos' grazing activities can help to maintain the quality of the water in their habitats, as they help to prevent the growth of algae and other aquatic plants that can deplete the oxygen in the water. Hippos also play a crucial role in shaping their ecosystems through their digging activities. Using their powerful legs and sharp hooves, they dig burrows and create pathways in the riverbanks and lake shores, which can provide habitat for other animals, such as fish, birds, and small mammals. These burrows can also serve as refuge for hippos during times of drought or extreme weather, providing them with a safe and stable environment. As aquatic mammals, hippos are well adapted to life in the water, with a number of specialized physical features that allow them to thrive in this environment. Their eyes, nostrils, and ears are located on top of their head, allowing them to remain mostly submerged in the water, while still being able to see, breathe, and hear. Their skin is also specially adapted to life in the water, with a thick layer of fat and a unique secretion that helps to protect them from the sun and keep their skin moist. In addition to their physical adaptations, hippos have also developed a number of behavioral strategies that help them to survive and thrive in their aquatic environments. They are skilled swimmers, using their powerful legs and webbed feet to propel themselves through the water. They are also able to hold their breath for up to 5 minutes, allowing them to rest or hide from predators while submerged. Despite their many adaptations to life in the water, hippos are still vulnerable to a number of threats, including habitat loss and degradation, pollution, and hunting. As their habitats are destroyed or degraded, hippos are forced to compete with other animals for limited resources, leading to conflicts and reduced populations. Pollution from human activities, such as agriculture and industry, can also have a significant impact on hippo populations, as it can reduce the quality of the water and make it difficult for them to survive. In order to mitigate these threats and ensure the long-term survival of hippo populations, It is essential that we take a comprehensive and multifaceted approach to conservation. This can involve protecting and restoring habitats, reducing pollution, and implementing effective anti-poaching measures. It is also important to engage with local communities and involve them in conservation efforts, as they are often the ones who are most affected by the presence of hippos and have a vested interest in their survival. By working together to protect and conserve hippo populations, we can help to maintain the delicate balance of African ecosystems and ensure the long-term health and diversity of these incredible environments. Hippos are a vital part of their ecosystems, and their loss could have significant and far-reaching consequences for the many other species that depend on them. As we move forward, it is essential that we prioritize the conservation of hippos and their habitats, and work to ensure that these incredible animals continue to thrive for generations to come. The significance of hippos in African ecosystems cannot be overstated, and their role as both a land and aquatic mammal makes them a unique and fascinating species. Through their grazing activities, digging behaviors, and adaptations to life in the water, hippos play a crucial role in shaping their environments and maintaining the balance of nature. As we continue to learn more about these incredible animals, it is clear that they are a vital part of their ecosystems, and that their conservation is essential for the long-term health and diversity of African environments. In many African cultures, hippos are revered and respected for their power and strength, and are often featured in folklore, art, and literature. They are also an important part of the tourism industry, with many people traveling to Africa to catch a glimpse of these incredible animals in their natural habitats. As a result, hippos have a significant economic value, and their conservation is not only important for the environment, but also for the many people who depend on them for their livelihoods. Despite their many importance, hippos are still facing numerous threats, including habitat loss and degradation, pollution, and hunting. As their habitats are destroyed or degraded, hippos are forced to compete with other animals for limited resources, leading to conflicts and reduced populations. Pollution from human activities, such as agriculture and industry, can also have a significant impact on hippo populations, as it can reduce the quality of the water and make it difficult for them to survive. To address these threats, it is essential that we take a comprehensive and multifaceted approach to conservation. This can involve protecting and restoring habitats, reducing pollution, and implementing effective anti-poaching measures. It is also important to engage with local communities and involve them in conservation efforts, as they are often the ones who are most affected by the presence of hippos and have a vested interest in their survival. By working together to protect and conserve hippo populations, we can help to maintain the delicate balance of African ecosystems and ensure the long-term health and diversity of these incredible environments. Hippos are a vital part of their ecosystems, and their loss could have significant and far-reaching consequences for the many other species that depend on them. As we move forward, it is essential that we prioritize the conservation of hippos and their habitats, and work to ensure that these incredible animals continue to thrive for generations to come. The conservation of hippos is a complex and challenging issue, requiring the involvement of governments, NGOs, and local communities. It is essential that we take a coordinated and collaborative approach to conservation, working together to protect and restore habitats, reduce pollution, and implement effective anti-poaching measures. By doing so, we can help to ensure the long-term survival of hippo populations and maintain the delicate balance of African ecosystems. In addition to their ecological importance, hippos also have a significant cultural and economic value. They are an important part of the tourism industry, with many people traveling to Africa to catch a glimpse of these incredible animals in their natural habitats. They are also featured in folklore, art, and literature, and are often revered and respected for their power and strength. As we continue to learn more about hippos and their importance in African ecosystems, it is clear that their conservation is essential for the long-term health and diversity of these incredible environments. By working together to protect and conserve hippo populations, we can help to maintain the delicate balance of nature and ensure that these incredible animals continue to thrive for generations to come. The significance of hippos in African ecosystems is a testament to the incredible diversity and complexity of life on Earth. As we continue to learn more about these incredible animals, it is clear that they play a vital role in shaping their environments and maintaining the balance of nature. Their unique adaptations to life in the water, their grazing activities, and their digging behaviors all contribute to their importance in their ecosystems and highlight the need for effective conservation efforts to protect and preserve these incredible animals. In conclusion, hippos are a cornerstone species in African ecosystems, playing a vital role in shaping their environments and maintaining the delicate balance of nature. As both a land and aquatic mammal, they have evolved unique adaptations that allow them to thrive in a variety of habitats, from rivers and lakes to wetlands and grasslands. Their significance extends. The evolutionary history of the hippopotamus is a fascinating and complex one, spanning millions of years and involving a multitude of ancient ancestors. To understand the origins of this incredible creature, we must delve into the realm of paleontology and explore the fossil record, which reveals a rich and intriguing story of how hippos came to be. The earliest known ancestors of modern hippos date back to the Eocene epoch, around 50 million years ago, during which time the supercontinent of Afro-Arabia was still connected to the European landmass. These early creatures were significantly smaller than their modern counterparts, and were more closely related to the modern-day cetaceans, such as whales and dolphins, than they were to any other group of mammals. As the ages passed, the hippopotamus lineage evolved and diverged from that of the cetaceans, developing distinct characteristics that would eventually set them apart as a unique and formidable species. One of the most significant differences between hippos and other large herbivores is their semi-aquatic lifestyle, which is made possible by a range of specialized adaptations. Their eyes, nostrils, and ears are all located on top of their head, allowing them to remain mostly submerged in water, while still being able to see, breathe, and hear. This unique arrangement of sensory organs is a key factor in the hippopotamus's ability to thrive in aquatic environments, and is a testament to the incredible flexibility and resilience of the natural world. The relationship between hippos and cetaceans is not just a matter of distant ancestry, but is also reflected in their physical characteristics and behavioral traits. Like cetaceans, hippos are able to hold their breath for extended periods of time and are capable of sleeping while submerged in water using a process called unihemispheric slow-wave sleep, in which one half of the brain is in a state of deep sleep, while the other half remains awake and alert to potential threats. This remarkable ability allows hippos to rest while still being vigilant, and is a key factor in their ability to survive in a world filled with predators and other dangers. Despite their many adaptations for life in the water, hippos are still very much terrestrial animals, and spend a significant amount of time on land, where they graze on grasses and other vegetation. This dual lifestyle is reflected in their physical characteristics, which include a massive body, large mouth, and thick skin that is almost completely hairless. Their eyes, as mentioned earlier, are located on top of their head, as are their nostrils and ears, which are capable of closing when the hippo is submerged in water. This unique combination of physical traits allows hippos to move effortlessly between land and water, and to thrive in a wide range of environments. The evolutionary history of the hippopotamus is also reflected in their genetic makeup, which shows a close relationship to cetaceans and other even-toed ungulates, such as camels and pigs. This relationship is not just a matter of distant ancestry, but is also reflected in the many physical and behavioral traits that hippos share with these other animals. For example, like cetaceans, hippos have a highly efficient kidney system that allows them to conserve water and electrolytes, which is essential for their survival in aquatic environments. They also have a unique skin secretion that helps to protect them from the sun and other environmental stressors, and which may also play a role in their social behavior and communication. One of the most interesting aspects of hippopotamus evolution is the way in which they have developed distinct characteristics that differentiate them from other large herbivores. For example, their barrel-shaped body and short legs are perfectly adapted for life in the water, where they are able to move quickly and efficiently through the aquatic environment. They also have a highly efficient respiratory system that allows them to hold their breath for extended periods of time, and which is essential for their survival in environments where the water is deep or the air is scarce. These unique characteristics, combined with their highly specialized adaptations for life in the water, make the hippopotamus one of the most fascinating and intriguing creatures in the animal kingdom. The study of hippopotamus evolution is also closely tied to the study of their fossil record, which provides a wealth of information about their ancient ancestors and the environments in which they lived. The earliest known hippopotamus fossils date back to the Eocene epoch, around 50 million years ago, and show a range of characteristics that are still present in modern hippos, including their distinctive teeth and dental structure. As the ages passed, the hippopotamus lineage evolved and diverged from that of the cetaceans, developing a range of unique characteristics that would eventually set them apart as a distinct and formidable species. The fossil record also provides evidence of the many changes that have taken place in the hippopotamus lineage over time, including changes in their size, shape, and physical characteristics. For example, during the Pleistocene epoch, which spanned from about 2.5 million years ago to around 11,000 years ago, hippos were much larger than they are today and had a more robust build and a distinctive set of teeth. These ancient hippos were also more widely distributed than their modern counterparts, and were found in a range of environments, including forests, grasslands, and wetlands. The evolution of the hippopotamus is also closely tied to the evolution of their habitats, which have changed dramatically over time in response to changes in the climate and the environment. For example, during the last ice age, which ended around 11,000 years ago, much of Africa was drier and cooler than it is today, and the hippopotamus habitats were likely to have been more limited and fragmented. As the climate warmed and the environment changed, the hippos were able to expand their range and adapt to new habitats, including the rivers, lakes, and wetlands that they inhabit today. The story of hippopotamus evolution is a complex and fascinating one, spanning millions of years and involving a multitude of ancient ancestors and environments. By studying the fossil record and the many physical and behavioral traits that hippos share with other animals, we can gain a deeper understanding of the incredible history and diversity of life on Earth, and can appreciate the many unique characteristics that make the hippopotamus such a fascinating and intriguing creature. The origins of the hippopotamus are a testament to the incredible flexibility and resilience of the natural world, and remind us of the many wonders and surprises that still await us in the unexplored depths of the animal kingdom. As we continue to explore the origins of the hippopotamus, we are reminded of the many mysteries and uncertainties that still surround this incredible creature. Despite their many adaptations for life in the water, hippos are still very much terrestrial animals, and spend a significant amount of time on land, where they graze on grasses and other vegetation. This dual lifestyle is reflected in their physical characteristics, which include a massive body, large mouth, and thick skin that is almost completely hairless. Their eyes, as mentioned earlier, are located on top of their head, as are their nostrils and ears, which are capable of closing when the hippo is submerged in water. The relationship between hippos and cetaceans is also reflected in their social behavior and communication, which is characterized by a range of vocalizations, including grunts, honks, and snorts. These vocalizations are used for a variety of purposes, including mating, territorial defense, and alarm calling, and are an essential part of the hippopotamus's social repertoire. They also have a range of body language signals, including postures, facial expressions, and scent markings, which are used to convey information and coordinate behavior within the group. The evolution of the hippopotamus is also closely tied to the evolution of their brain and nervous system, which are highly specialized and adapted for their unique lifestyle. For example, hippos have a large and complex brain that is capable of processing a wide range of sensory information, including visual, auditory, and tactile cues. They also have a highly developed sense of spatial awareness and memory, which allows them to navigate their aquatic environment with ease and precision. The study of hippopotamus evolution is a rich and rewarding field of inquiry, which offers many opportunities for discovery and exploration. By examining the fossil record, the physical and behavioral traits of modern hippos, and the many environments and ecosystems in which they live, we can gain a deeper understanding of the incredible history and diversity of life on Earth. The origins of the hippopotamus are a testament to the incredible flexibility and resilience of the natural world, and remind us of the many wonders and surprises that still await us in the unexplored depths of the animal kingdom. As we explore the origins of the hippopotamus, we are reminded of the many